Your mind is a radio, really. What channel are you tuning into? So the song channel is the soul channel. It's soul consciousness. Soul consciousness. This is class Soul Consciousness 101. You know? And then the first thing is to convince you that this is important. Because one reason people don't follow the path of the soul is because they're clearly not thinking it's important. Their mind is not giving it priority. It's not thinking, I must get there. I must find out the truth. It's thinking about other topics, so that there are priorities that you have in your mind before you point your consciousness towards the soul. And you look, okay, well, I accept those are my priorities. They are as they are. But you can change your priorities. And I'm telling you, I'm trying to describe my experience. When I started to have spiritual experiences, my priorities did change. And my mind became obsessed with spiritual consciousness.
What kind of experiences?
Well, that was back in 2006 when I, started doing contemplation on spirit, and I connected with a spiritual teacher, and then my mind somehow shifted into another realm that I had never experienced before, ever. It was totally different than my normal mind material consciousness. And that happened to me, I remember, on one phone call. And then after that phone call, I said, my God, what just happened? I just experienced something that I've never had that before, at least in that lifetime. Didn't know that dimension existed in my mind. And I said, I became hungry to get more. Like a hungry man is always searching for food. Ever since then, hungry to find that experience again. And I wanted it deeper, more profound, more, and then when I started to experience love, states of love, like the presence of love, that was so strong that I was crying, that was even more mystifying and magnifying and fantastic. And that gave me even more obsession around the spiritual path. And then all these different virtues started to arise inside the being that I hadn't felt before. And I just said, this is the best I've ever felt before. Not even as a kid did I ever experience this kind of joy and love and peace. During as a kid, I was an insecure kid from when I was little. Already I was shy. I didn't even want to talk to other kids because I was embarrassed and shy to talk to them. I didn't know what to say. So, even my childhood wasn't that happy compared to now. So things have really shifted. And so this is how you perhaps convince people to, make spirituality a priority. And then maybe have reminders throughout the day or a list of spiritual things that you want to do during the day. One of them being attend a satsang. Why not? If it's not an in-person satsang, or if it's not online, or maybe it's just a recording of a past, something that reminds you. Because sometimes it's hard for them just to contemplate on God for 30 minutes. It's hard to just think about it. But if someone is contemplating for you, which is what I often do in satsang, I'm creating a contemplation that people can listen to that will help to blow their mind. When their mind is blown, their mind collapses and the presence arises. If the mind is there, the mind veils the presence. You can't feel it. Mind blocks you from the experience. When mind dies, you feel you feel energy, you feel spirit. So the only veil, the only block, the only wall is your mind. So your whole goal is to soften the mind. Spend time working, and one way to do that is by gratitude. So at night, you write down 10 things that you were so happy to experience during the day.